to put my medal on. Whose blood to spill, I don't know. Whose side I'm on. Two armies are coming at me. Their flags and weapons look the same. One tells the truth, the other's lying. And they're both calling my name. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. No one ever starts that way, but this is how villains are made. Time to put my medal on. Whose neck to cut, I don't know. Whose side I'm on. There lies my sanity. There goes my mind, I could not save. I don't trust what I see right in front of me. I don't know who to betray. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. So easily we're persuaded. When the lines of blood are faded, no one ever starts that way. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello.
Prosecutor said Ethan Nordine was the undisputed leader of the group that day as they tried to prevent the peaceful transfer of power.
And FBI agents arrested Proud Boys former national chairman Enrique Tarrio at this home in Miami. By 2 this afternoon, he was in federal court.
Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. Undeniable.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Patriot Rob, or just Rob, because I don't know. I'm just stuck with the fucking name. It is December 5th, and we actually started on time. And I am joined by one of our newest members of the Lords of the War Boy Studios, and that's Bobby Pickles. Bobby, what's going on?
How you doing, Rob? So there's two Robs. There's two Roberts.
Well,
right?
You're Bobby. Yeah,
I'm Bobby, but your government name.
My government is Roberto. Roberto. You got to roll the fucking R.
That's right. I'm blessed with the Robert too.
You guys are stuck with us two today because everybody else in the studio is gay and lame.
Yeah.
Enrique's sick. His throat hurts from fucking sucking too much dick. That tranny dick will get you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I've been told.
He's just late.
Yeah, no, he's crying. It's not gay if it's got tits attached to it. Is that what you just? Oh no, you said Reno's. Reno's the only one that gets a pass because he's actually working a real job, unlike us.
We're heading down to the Philippines for some people action. And Reno's coming along.
Well, all I can say is that it's fucking cold in the tundra of the Northeast today. It's fucking 1 degree here.
I can confirm that. I can confirm. I'm not as far north as you. I'm in
Connecticut. Yeah, what's the temp where you're at?
I don't know. It's cold.
We're
today, I knew it was going to drop significantly today, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to get even worse. It's supposed to go down to like fucking -15 tonight here.
No.
Yeah. Well, usually we get this weather once a year, and it's in February. And for a week, it's like -15 to -20, and then it breaks, and then we're in the 40s and 50s, and it feels like fucking summer.
Those are the Indian summers and the Indian winters.
Yeah, dude. But yeah,
why do they call it that anyway?
I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look up the etymology of that. We're supposed to, I guess, this part of the United States, the East Coast, is supposed to get hit with a really bad fucking ice storm coming.
I gotta watch myself.
You know, I have so many fucking audio issues. Like the last time I was on, everybody was complaining that they couldn't hear me. Now they can hear me, and I'm overpowered. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I should put mine up.
I give up. Actually, I'll just sit back like this. I don't know if that makes it any fucking better. But I got these new in-ear monitors, and everything sounds fucking beautiful. Let's see. Let's try that.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the ice. The ice is what gets you. And last winter, I was just driving along, and a big chunk of ice came off a truck and then went right across my windshield.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not a big law-abiding citizen kind of guy. I don't like laws, government laws, unless these laws specifically target not hurting people. Like, so we have a law here. I think it's called Megan's Law in New Hampshire. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% positive, but it's a girl's name. She ended up dying because people weren't cleaning their cars off, and it fucking flew off the car, hit the windshield, and she fucking spun out, and she was a young girl. So,
yeah, I don't know if they,
it's
over here.
Yeah, we got that law here, and if it's over an inch on the roof of your car, you get fucking pulled over and you get a fine for it. And I guess I'm okay with that, because if if you don't care enough about your fucking fellow man that you're gonna risk somebody's life because you're being too fucking lazy to. And dude, my fucking truck is 8 feet. The fucking roof is 8 feet, and it's like 20 something fucking feet long. So I clean that motherfucker off. Everybody else, if you got a fucking little fucking Tesla and you're trying to drive it around here, and you can't fucking, or a Subaru, and you can't take the time to clean off your fucking roof, you get everything that's coming to you. Fuck you.
Listen, unless you've actually been personally affected by whatever it is, you don't understand why the law should be passed. Nobody does. But
well, this poor girl lost her life because somebody was too fucking lazy, or too in a rush to get to fucking work or whatever.
Yeah. I really saw the difference. I'm like, why you have to do it? And my car is still maimed from that. Actually, I got to get the little panel on the side and replace it.
No shit.
I mean, it's a terrible car. So I mean, it's already terrible. It's a Kia. I shouldn't even admit that.
Reno says, "What is snow?"
Yeah, all these other people on this show are down in Florida.
Yeah, we got a fucking foot of snow.
What?
I got a foot of snow here, dude.
Already?
Yeah. The snowstorm. The snowstorm that happened on, I think it was fucking Monday. Yeah, we got a fucking foot of snow.
What do you do up there in New Hampshire? New Hampshire, I've been to New Hampshire once. See, I dated a girl this is 20 years ago, and her father lived in New Hampshire. It was the first time I ever saw somebody drinking beer in the morning. First time. And
that's not indicative of what's going on up here.
Haddock sandwiches. I remember that. Haddock sandwich.
Yeah, I don't eat that shit. I don't eat fish unless it comes unbearded.
You guys love haddock.
Listen, man, I live on a fucking mountain far away from fucking people, and it's quiet, and it's a little piece of heaven. It's solace. It's, I open up my fucking door and all I see is fucking nature, and I got a big mountain behind my house that I own, and dude, when I was living in Massachusetts, it was oppressive. It really was. And I know it sounds dramatic to some people, but everywhere you turn, the state is fucking juicing you for fucking money. There is no conservative representation in Massachusetts, which is going to lead me into our first story. I was at a thing a couple of weeks ago, and one of the representatives, I was in this town called Middleborough, and he was a conservative representative, and people were talking about what they can do to try to bring more conservative representation to Massachusetts. He goes, "Listen, you guys don't seem to understand. There's only 25 of us to 135 of them. Every time we bring a bill, they kill it immediately, like that." And what people in Massachusetts also don't seem to understand. And listen, I get the hope. I get that they want change. But since 2017, I just read, I thought it was one number. It's actually even more. 730,000 since 2017. 730,000 conservatives have moved out. 1/3 of those moved to New Hampshire, which is why we have the overwhelming majority in our House, our Senate, and we have a Republican governor. It's why when you live in a place like Massachusetts, and Connecticut's not too far off of Massachusetts, especially with their gun laws and taxes, when everything you do, even breathing, they tax you for. And some people might say I'm over dramatic by saying that, but it's true. Everything you do, everything the state does is designed to sap you of your money and keep you poor so they can control you. Like we got Massachusetts, I say we, Massachusetts has got sales tax. Let's say you buy a car. You got to pay sales tax on that. You got to pay registration. You got to pay tax on the registration. Then every year you have an excise tax, what the state values. The state, not Blue Book, not NADA, what the state values your vehicle at, and you have to pay tax on that every year. If you don't, you get your driver's license taken away from you, which they don't send you a letter to tell you that your license is suspended because you didn't pay your excise tax. And then you get pulled over and you go to jail and they fucking tow your car, and then you have to go to court.
This sounds like a personal story.
No, not me. Okay. No. Well, it's a personal story from somebody I know, but not me. Here, I go and I bought a brand new fucking Ford F450 Platinum, and I didn't pay a dime of fucking tax on it. I don't have to pay a tax every year on it. I just own the fucking thing.
Now, why are the laws so much better or not as imposing up in New Hampshire and also Maine?
No, Maine's fucked. Maine is so unbelievably.
People go to Maine all the time. What are they going?
Yeah, but
escaping. things.
Well, that's because if they go up north where it's all conservative, where it's all red, but Portland, Augusta, and Bangor control that state, and it's all psychotically fucking liberals. Psychotic liberals and psychotically fucking left. And because the main Janet Mills is one of the worst governors in the fucking country. It was great when it was under LePage. Everybody wanted to go to Maine. Now nobody wants to go to Maine. I think the stat, the last time I read, and again, I could be wrong, and it could have changed, but 22 gun stores folded shop under Janet Mills because they're psychotically anti-gun. So that the state's fucked. You know, you got cities like Sanford, which is a shithole. You got cities like fucking Portland, which it's funny that you got Portland, Oregon, and Portland, fucking Maine. The two Portlands on opposing sides of the fucking country are all psychotic fucking libs filled with fucking Antifa and fucking homos.
A lot of these places are just beautiful, though, and they're kind of like a utopia. And those people don't really see diversity, actually, and that's why they pass these ridiculous laws.
Well, one of the things we got going for us here, some people think it's a detriment. I have not seen the detrimental part of it yet. Is we had the Free State Project where we're enticing more conservatives and libertarian-leaning people to move here. Is the reason why we have such control in our law. I mean, dude, we just we just got rid of estate tax and fucking capital gains tax here too. So now we're completely and utterly fucking income tax free.
So New Hampshire's kind of like the Florida of the North.
We're even better because we can have FRTs, bump stocks. We can open carry if we want. We have constitutional carry here. So we lead Florida in a lot of fucking things. And we don't have as many fucking Cubans and fucking,
that's a
Mexicans.
Plus.
We're also the whitest state in the country.
See,
that's a fact.
My position on this, I really don't care about that, really, about being
I do.
White.
Because we're the only non-sanctuary state in all of New England. We're the only one that pushed back against the government, told Joe Biden to go fuck himself. So if you're here and you're illegal, we take you and we send you to mass. Get the fuck out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So our culture here is vastly different than in any other place in New England and most places in the country.
Yeah, I think it's more about culture. And when I say culture, I think what it really boils down to is if you look at the root of the word, it's cult. And I think it comes down to religion is what shapes the culture the most. So we used to have a Catholic identity and we don't anymore. And now everybody just says white, but I think that really it should come down to what your cult is. So I like being around a lot of Catholic people.
I'm just very glad that we don't have any illegal Mexicans or, camel jockeys.
Some illegal Mexicans are Catholic, so that's where it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, well, if they're illegal, they need to get the fuck out.
I recently had, I probably would take like a more like lovey-dovey stance on this kind of stuff and like be more lenient about the whole illegal immigration thing if I had not had a personal experience where I'm actually currently living in a building that I suspect has a high percentage of illegal immigrants. They are Ecuadorian, Mexican, whatevers, and they raise hell. They raise holy hell. It's insane. It's totally insane if I can go through all the things that they've done. And
well,
it makes me actually reconsider, like you know what? Because there's different bubbles of thought in different parts of the country, and obviously, like we were talking about, there's a bubble of thought that's very, except for your little spot maybe, but it's very liberal here. And yep. I just came from another bubble, which is Florida, and that's very conservative there. And everybody just thinks more conservatively, and everybody thinks more liberally here. And it's pretty easy to fall back into that thought process because of the way that people are all around you and stuff. And then it just made me realize again why it's such a problem with some of these people coming over here. If you're going to enter somewhere illegally, you're going to start this thing off wrong. Like, it's just starting off as disingenuous, and it's a crime, and you're lying essentially, right? You're coming in and under false pretenses, you shouldn't even be here. And that leads to a...
Oh, the left is melting down right now. They hate when we talk about this shit.
It's a slippery slope.
Well,
you're going to do these things within your life too, I think. Yeah.
Yes, Vermont does suck. Unfortunately, Northern Vermont is fucking great. It's very, very conservative. One of the comments, and it's but Burlington is gone. Like at Burlington, you would never think. Like I remember riding through on my bike. I don't know, like 6-7 years ago, and all I could smell was fucking patchouli, and I knew it was fucking bad because when you're on your motorcycle, you can smell everything around you. But what's going on in Burlington right now, the fucking drugs and the crime, you would never suspect happening in Vermont. I mean, it's just fucking horrible. I can't believe what's going on in that state.
I've never been to Vermont.
Listen, I got a spot up north, way north, literally like 3 minutes from the fucking Canadian border. It's like 20 minutes from Montreal, and you can like sneeze and fucking fall into fucking Canada, and it's fucking beautiful up there, man. It's Jay Peak, that whole area is just gorgeous. I love it up there, but it's like, I think it's like 20 below zero right now. I think got like fucking 4 feet of snow already.
Yeah, but listen, Gavin McInnes talked about this a little. But I was already talking about this before he was saying this. But he said he went up to Massachusetts, around Harvard area, around their place that Patty lives, and he was saying that the reason why people are so liberal, he gets it. It's because there isn't diversity. It is all white people, and they live in this bastion of beauty. And it's kind of like Vermont, like you're talking about.
Well, he has not been to Boston in the last fucking 7 or 8 years, because that's not Boston, dude.
It's really Boston really is not. It's not very diverse. It's really not.
It is.
I don't think it
is. Dude,
is.
I was just there like 2 months ago. You fucking kidding me?
I go there all the time too. I go there with stupid Patty.
I lived there for 27 years. You got fucking if you're talking about Boston proper, but
Boston proper. I'm not talking about Woburn.
Dude, I'm talking about fucking West Roxbury. I'm talking about Brockton. I'm talking about fucking Randolph. I'm talking about Dorchester. I'm talking about fucking Mattapan. Dude, all of those areas, that's all part of fucking Boston, and it's all fucking shithole.
There are shitholes, and everywhere you go,
there's nothing good about Boston. Boston is just a fucking shithole.
They have a shithole there.
The only thing that's good about the
shithole section.
The only thing that's good about Boston is the North End. And being a Guinea, you should know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, yeah. But you know what? I haven't really been there proper, actually. Like I really haven't done justice to that area of Boston. I don't know. I just don't. It's a little version.
They got a new joint there. It's called Your Mother's.
It's not an impressive city at all.
Not Your Mother's Cutlets, dude. Let me tell you something. Those chicken cutlets are the fucking best I think I've ever had in my life, dude.
I got to probably put that on my list. I have a list of places that I want to try out. And a lot of it is Connecticut pizzerias in New Haven area, but also New York.
Dude, there is a fucking Italian joint in North Haven that I used to go to all the fucking time. I think it's Antonio's.
Okay.
Dude. They have the best chicken with roasted red peppers, balsamic vinaigrette, and fucking fresh mozzarella.
Yes,
on a panini. It's fucking phenomenal, dude. It's down by the North Haven Fairgrounds.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about. That's Antonio's. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, it's fucking great, dude.
Chicken cutlet sandwich, please.
Oh, dude, it's like this fucking big, dude.
Oh
huge.
yeah. See, people up in the Northeast, what is it about that we just know about food? It's like the only thing we have.
Well, if you're fucking Guinea and you're talking about fucking Italian food, you know, like if you're born fucking as a Dago, then you innately know which are the good fucking.
So I live in New Haven, right? There's three things that
Dude,
had
New
to
Haven
happen.
sucks, bro.
I know. But there's three things that had to happen in New Haven though for the greatest pizza to be born. And the three things are, first of all, of course, the Guineas. The Guineas who came in late 1800s, early 1900s. Those were the ones they settled there for the Sargent factory right on the water.
Yep.
And around Worcester Street. So that was the first thing. Number two is the water. Obviously, the water. The water is aquifer water, and it's the best water. Number three is the fact that it's a college town. It's the ultimate college town. You know, Yale.
Yeah, dude, you drive around fucking Yale though. That's fucking dangerous. Unless you're inside of fucking Yale, you're gonna get fucking stabbed.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty terrible, but whatever. It's all good. Once you get in there and you live there, then you start seeing it as it's not as bad as you think. When you if you're just driving through there, you're like, this is dangerous. But once you're there and you can actually see the trees, the woods.
There's this black-owned chicken place right down the street from Yale. And I remember I was driving through there to go to Ansonia because that's the only way you can get to Ansonia.
You're all up in Connecticut, huh?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've been there for 15 years, fucking twice every year for like a month and a half, 2 months at a time. And I was with a couple of my friends, and I was like, dude, I'm fucking starving, man. I'm not waiting until we get to fucking Ansonia. And I pulled in and I saw fucking this chicken place, and I pulled over and I go, dude, you're not going in there. I said, yeah, I'm fucking going in there. I don't give a shit. I'm walking in there. I'll be like, listen, give me some of this fucking fried chicken right now, motherfuckers. And they're like, dude, you're going to get fucking killed. And I said, no, I won't. So I got out of the car. I walked in, and I was the whitest. And being Italian, I'm usually dark skinned in the summer because I get a tan. And I looked like a fucking big floodlight in that fucking place. And everybody's fucking staring at me. I said, listen, man, I'm just here to eat, bro. I will support. I hear you got fucking great chicken. Let's go. And the dude behind the counter was like, all right, my man, there you go. And I got my chicken. I walked down. Everybody's in the car going, dude. And I said, just go in there. Don't act like a fucking asshole. No, we'll just wait.
But I've been in some areas where it's like, oh man, I wouldn't stop there. It's true. I wouldn't stop there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. I lived in Hartford. I lived on fucking Sisson Avenue in fucking Hartford.
Nice.
All right, so I don't give a fuck. Like I could give two shits.
Yeah.
And then fucking Brockton's a fucking shit. Anyway, but that actually is a nice little segue into this. The Supreme Court has approved Texas's redrawn congressional maps. This is going to be good for Texas because I think that means that they're going to be able to get rid of fucking Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, so they're going ahead and they're just redrawing the districts.
Yep, which is good.
If they do it in our favor, it's good.
Well, I mean, the problem is that there's enough Democrat representation that there's so much Democrat representation that it's like Massachusetts is a perfect example of this. Like I was telling you, the representative was like, there's 25 of us. They wanted to redraw the fucking maps because there is no representation. Like towns like you got Middleborough, Carver, Plimpton, that whole Lakeville, that whole South Coast, not South Shore, South Coast area is very red. Very, very, very red. And we call it Cranberry Alley, or that's where all the cranberry bogs are. That's where fucking Ocean Spray is in Lakeville, and all of the main cranberry bogs for Ocean Spray and all their products come from that area, and they have such little representation that they need to do something about this. But again, the problem is that so many people just gave up. They can't afford to live there anymore because the state is just fucking screwing them. This is a way for Texas to literally fight back and say, all right, you know what? These people do not have proper representation now they do. And I think it's great.
Right. Well, it's
good for
a
Texas.
win for us. Good for Texas. Good for Texas. What else we got?
Well, we got
Give me the news breakdown.
Trump has ordered all flags to be flown at half staff for National Guardsman that was killed, Sarah Beckstrom.
Okay, yep. Did you hear about the pipe bomber? There's something about the pipe bomber, right?
Yeah. That's I'm trying to find that right now in the. See, I'm on
The
One
DC
America.
pipe bomber.
It's fucking Boston, kid. What are you fucking kidding me? You fucking cocksucker.
The accused DC pipe bomber has been speaking. Oh my God, can you hear that?
Yeah, we can. It's fucking loud.
Sorry, my apologies. There, it's off. My bad.
Why don't you just read the text, Bobby?
Could I just like the first like 3 lines or something?
Yeah.
Accused DC pipe bomber has been speaking with investigators for hours, admitting he planted the devices and expressing doubts about the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. A source close to the investigation tells Fox News. The explosive devices were placed near the Republican and Democratic National Committee's headquarters on Capitol Hill just hours before the January 6th, 2021 congressional certification that erupted into riots by demonstrators. The suspect, Brian Cole Jr., is scheduled to make a federal court appearance later Friday for a first appearance before a magistrate as FBI interviews with him continue. He has not yet entered a plea. So yeah, this guy.
So what do we know about him?
Cole, huh? He was arrested Thursday outside of Virginia. His Virginia home has been since made multiple statements to federal law enforcement. Second source tells Fox News that the suspect's possible motivation is just one piece of information developed earlier in an active ongoing investigation, and that no full picture of the suspect has emerged. But the suspect's statements about the 2020 election and his apparent support for President Donald Trump may offer a hint at a possible motive for allegedly planting the pipe bombs, which did not detonate. FBI and DOJ officials have been officially mum on a motive, but indicated more information would be released soon, along with possibly more criminal charges.
So they also did a congressional probe on what the fucking FBI was doing this entire time. And according to Georgia Congressman Barry Loudermilk, the FBI really didn't want the data, especially when they made the comment that we believe the identity of the pipe bomber was in that corrupted data set. So what they're saying is that made no effort to secure uncorrupted cell phone data because it appears the FBI did not want the data. They wanted the data on everybody who walked through there, who just peacefully fucking took pictures, and they wanted all of the cell phone data on somebody who wasn't even in the fucking state, who was in a fucking hotel room, and giving them 22 years. We all know who that is. He's suffering from a sore throat from tranny cock. But
who gets a sore throat in Florida anyway? Shouldn't it be us who gets the sore throats?
That's because all the.
It's pretty crazy. He's down there.
It's because all the dirty whores he's kissing.
It has to be that. It cannot be anything else.
It's all the dirty whores he's sticking his tongue in. I hope I get text messages later. You fucking asshole, fucking dick. The FBI testified that they weren't able to identify the pipe bomber because one of the carriers sent them corrupted data, and they were certain that the identity of the pipe bomber was in that data set but was corrupted. So, but what about all of the other data that this carrier sent you that you went and kicked fucking people's doors in at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning? Oh, I don't know. Somebody lost a baby because of it. Somebody committed suicide rather than go to jail because they saw what the fuck else everybody else was going through.
I just don't even believe any of this stuff anymore.
No, I don't believe the fucking FBI. I don't give a fuck Cat Patel, dude.
Bomber, I thought that this was just a setup and a fake thing that somebody had done. I thought one of the inside. Weren't we just talking about that? They thought that like one of the Capitol Police were the ones who did it, and then like 2 weeks later they find the DC pipe bomber guy, and it's a totally different person. Well, how does this happen? What's the probability of that happening?
I don't believe in
what?
let's see. Hold on. Yeah, my brain stopped there and it's starting to work back again. I want to know more about this fucking dude. That's what I'm trying to find right now. Yeah. So, according to Dan Bongino on his show in November 2024, that there was an FBI cover-up. So, Bongino's been in there for, what, 10 months now? Is that how long he's been?
Yeah, we're coming up to the year mark, January, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got appointed, probably a month in, or was it right?
Yeah, I think it was like a month in. What's this kid's name again?
It is Cole. Brian Cole Jr.
Yep. I want to know more about this motherfucker. Oh. Well. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this on the screen. That is Brian Cole Jr. So he admitted to planning the devices and voiced doubts about the 2020 presidential election outcome. FBI. Whoa. Suspect's comments about the 2020 election and his apparent support for Trump may hint at a motive.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a Trump supporter that did this.
This is all BS.
Yeah, this is bullshit. I don't believe any of this shit.
This is 100% BS.
Uh-huh.
Rob, I was wondering, do you think it's okay if I share like a Bible reading of the day kind of thing?
Yeah, we'll do it. You want to do it at the end?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
I want to know how they came to this guy, first of all, because we were told, about a month ago, it was an FBI agent that actually did that. It was a female FBI agent. I remember reading that very clearly.
It was, or a Capitol Police or something like that.
Yeah, she was Capitol Police at the time, and then moved into the FBI.
Which makes perfect sense. I mean, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. So this dude,
inside job, and then also on top of it, speaking of probability, if I remember correctly, once they called in or something, somebody reported the first one there. They found the second one like 20 minutes later or something.
Listen, dude, with how far, you know what? Let's hear this. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this on the screen and people can hear it. Let's see.
New details this morning about the man accused of planting pipe bombs outside the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters. Federal agents say 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr. is now in custody and is due in court today. FBI leaders announced that arrest just yesterday after nearly 5 years of reviewing data, surveillance video, and credit card purchases they say matched bomb-making materials. Authorities say Cole planted two devices on the eve of January 6, 2021, and was captured in newly released images. Neighbors tell us they are shocked because he was quiet and kept to himself.
What's your reaction when you are hearing that he is suspected of planting pipe bombs at the RNC and DNC headquarters?
Complete shock. I think everyone's processing it. I think it's just all you can say is shock, because it's hard to believe.
Documents say Cole lived with his mother in Woodbridge, worked at a bail bonds office, and had phone data that placed him near both party buildings. This morning, he faces 2 federal explosive charges. Authorities are still searching, though, for motive.
I just find it convenient that they, as soon as that's coming out, that they're talking about this lady that planted the pipe bombs, 2 weeks later, they find the guy. I just find that this is just weird. Don't you think that's weird? This is what you do though. This is like the conspiracy mind because you just notice things that are out of place or like a pattern or something like that. You're like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Wow, that's lucky. That's really lucky of some people.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it for a fucking second. I'm not.
So this government really does like just shape the narrative of our country constantly.
And now with the way as far as AI's grown just in the last year,
we're fucked.
I don't fucking believe anything. We're fucked. Yeah, I don't believe it. So they got the one black conservative in all of fucking Washington D.C. as the suspect. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not playing this game.
Number one, the person was how convenient where they were wearing like a face mask.
Yeah. And now,
I mean, it didn't look like a girl though. It didn't look like a female. I don't think. Maybe we can watch it again.
Are you gender stereotyping here? Is that
you got to look at the gate. It's like when they're looking at Bigfoot and stuff, and they're examining the video. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, let's look at the gate. All right, that person is.
So why is it
a female?
Why does it look like Cash Patel looks retarded?
He looks like Enrique Tarrio.
In that picture, he does look like
Tarrio giving the speech at the Capitol,
except without the lazy eye.
Oh, I thought that was no. I thought it fit.
Everybody, that's Enrique Tarrio. He's the head of the FBI now.
Speaking of AI, we should throw that through AI and say,
"Oh my God,
Enrique Tarrio."
Yeah. Superimpose Enrique Tarrio's face on this.
Probably do it right now while we're sitting here.
He should have showed up for the show.
Do that? I mean, isn't it amazing?
I'm sure he's watching it right now, fucking seething, figuring out a way to fucking
I don't
shit on me.
He's too sociopathic to really internalize this.
Oh man. I know. Hey, listen, we got to put a little bit of comedy with the news because the news is just fucking relentlessly fucking shitty, and I'm just tired of it.
Did you know this? Did you know where the news comes from? The word, the etymology of news?
No. Go ahead and tell us.
North, east, west, south.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It makes sense, right? I had no idea.
All right, I just fucking saw this. What? Oh my God. Kim, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. This is pretty fucking funny. Carrie Lake's new song, 81 Million Votes, My Ass, is #1 on iTunes. Have we even heard this? What has anybody heard this fucking song?
Can I talk right now on this?
Yeah, go ahead. You can. Yeah, people can hear you.
The #1 on iTunes. I see this all the time from Bryson Gray talking about how much like his music is #1 on this and that. I just think it's all BS. All these #1s and on these different things. Nobody's ever heard this song. Nobody's ever going to hear this song. Nobody is going to hear Bryson Gray's songs. All right. I mean, not in a really like truly impactful way. And if you're a fan of Bryson Gray, I'm sorry for offending you. Right. It's just true.
I'm looking this up.
#1 on this platform, #1 on that platform. Yeah, right. Nobody's ever heard of it.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Right, let's hear it.
Build a website you love.
Oh, shut up.
With Wix.
I hope this is as bad as I think it is.
Let's do it.
If you would have told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that I would be in the middle of a political movement, I would have said, put down track 5. Right now.
Oh, this is fucking AI. Oh my God! All right, that's bad.
Okay,
that's real bad.
Are listening to that, then this country's fucked.
Everybody, welcome Kimberly Coulter. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's pregnancy faring? You raging psychotic bitch?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that's different from when I'm not pregnant. Maybe it's just amplified a little.
It's definitely amplified. I read the texts.
I
And
keep
trust
telling
me-
you guys we need to monetize those. There
I
are
know, right?
many a right wing organ. We need to change our group chat name to something like the Bomb or Enrique's Army, and we need to just start
no,
selling
that's
our
gay.
chats, and
That's-
and people will love them. And we can even make a whole thing about it, and people will still buy them. Like, look at these horrific things that's happening at the War Boy Studios, constantly calling each other faggots and retards.
It would. I don't think it
hasn't
would
really
be.
been active for a little while, has he?
I don't think that would surprise anybody. I
No,
really
but we
don't.
can make money. I'm telling you, like, we're missing out on the money here.
It's like a celebrity leaking their own sex tape.
Yeah, exactly. Except less crude. Well, I guess a different kind of crude.
Yeah, no shit. So what's going on, Kim? What do you got for us? Welcome.
Well, I've been pissing off Sabrina Carpenter fans. We didn't get to talk about that yesterday.
Sabrina Carpenter.
You guys know what happened with Sabrina Carpenter, right?
No, I don't. I don't even know
Okay.
who the fuck it is. I'm looking at
Well,
it. Right now.
I couldn't have named a single one of her songs until the other day. But the White House used a song of Sabrina Carpenter's in a deportation video, and basically, I'm sure you can find it. It's very short, but basically, Sabrina Carpenter made a post. There's something to the effect of, "Don't you dare use my music for your disgusting video," and I immediately.
She ratioed the
Yeah,
1.2 million to 60,000.
She definitely got ratioed, but
she ratioed them.
she ratioed them.
Yeah, she ratioed the government at 1.2 million to 60,000.
Yeah, but who cares? Her music is fucking trash.
She's a
But anyway, she's a trash person.
Would
You shouldn't care more about
would-
illegals who are killing Americans than
would-
you care about your song. But anyway, she freaked out about it. So I made a post on one of the main comments threads, and I just said, well, I'm just going to start using your music for fascist propaganda, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I put up my little props for my I have a couple like sorry about that. Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah, you're back.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, dude.
What?
Am I back?
Too bad she's a fucking liberal, man.
Yeah, no.
That's instant fucking turtle.
Wood. That was.
Yeah. Oh,
I
without
love
a
the
doubt.
shoes.
Oh God.
I'm a fan.
Jesus Christ. Here you go. I got one for you then. Oh yeah, she's hot, but she sucks because she's a liberal.
Everybody's a liberal when they're young. Maybe not you, but I mean, I was. I'll admit it. But most people are.
I wasn't. I when I was 18 years old, I voted for fucking Ross Perot, and I voted fucking conservative my entire life. I have never been a liberal. I have
You're
always.
not. I mean,
I have
most
always hated fucking liberals.
Really?
Always.
I mean, I grew up in New York City. You can't really blame me.
That's where I grew up too. That's where I grew up.
Did you grow up in the midst of?
I was in New York City in 1984. So
right when it wasn't so shitty anymore.
Yeah, right when Giuliani cleaned the fucking city up.
Right. Well, I went to, and I mean, there is some correlation here. I'm not actually anti-Semitic, despite how many jokes I like to make, but I went to a heavily Jewish school, and what comes along with heavily Jewish schools in New York is heavily Democratic Jewish schools. And I like found a tortured Ann Coulter doll in one of my teacher's desks in like 7th, 8th grade. I don't remember which one. But like people were borderline psychotic about it, especially because of my last name. So like all the adult influences I had from like a very young age were like, oh, like you couldn't possibly believe what Ann Coulter says because she's evil and you're not evil. I was like,
That's
well, I guess I'm not
crazy.
evil.
What?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I guess like there was like a double whammy there.
Literal wine steppers, these liberal New York City school teachers. And did you go to a private school or something?
I did. I went to private. I mean, I did go to City As for a little while, but that was like the shortest run of like my New York high school. I went to like 7 or 8 different high schools in total, like 4 of which being in New York, only one of them being public school. And
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
went to
like,
Catholic
let's be
school.
real, I just smoked weed outside of the building like 90% of the time. So,
Oh,
like, did I really go to
went
public
Catholic
school? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob, all my life.
Yep. And then I got kicked out.
I got kicked out to multiple Catholic schools, by the way. All the Catholic schools.
I got into a fight with a nun.
You did?
Yep.
Oh my God! Okay, okay. Hold on 1 second. You share your get kicked out story, and then I get to share one too.
She hit me, and I hit her back, and I hit her back pretty fucking hard.
Whoa!
I don't play the dude. Listen, I don't play the game. I do not allow anybody, male or female, to put their hands on me.
Okay, I have this is not a get kicked out. This is just suspended. But this was Coach Paul. He taught science, and Mr. Picarillo come up here, and then I went up because I was being disruptive in the class and saying jokes and stuff like that, and he went like this and grabbed my nose and like that with and I had a strip, like a red strip down my nose, and then go to the office, and now you're suspended.
She grabbed me by my hair and smacked me, and I went like this, and she goes, "Are you trying to hit me? Fucking hit me again!" And I was like, "Oh, all right." And then she brought me in the room. She brought me back in the classroom because I was out of the classroom. I was in the bathroom. She thought I was I was doing something in the bathroom. It was these other kids. And,
what were you doing in the bathroom?
Well, I was going to the bathroom, and
kids
being kids, they were like, "Oh, he's going to the bathroom," and they were just, doing the fucking stupid little kid thing, right? So she comes in, she fucking shakes me, smacks me twice, brings me in the fucking classroom, and she's holding me, and somebody in the classroom said it wasn't me that did it. She goes, "Well, class, I need to apologize," and I was like, "What?" Now I'm fucking tears streaming down my face. I was like fucking, I think I was like 10, 11 years old. Tears streaming down my face. And I ended up blacking out. And I don't really remember much. And she ended up having to go to the hospital.
What?
Holy shit.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I have a lot of stories. We don't have to go down that rabbit hole, but I have plenty of stories about
listen, man, I have, there's 2 things that'll trigger me to get fucking violent. You putting your hands on me or fucking with a kid. Anything past that, I'm as docile as a motherfucker. You do anything to a child, you do something to my child, or you put your fucking hands on me, I am going to get fucking brutal.
I don't
give a fuck who you are.
To the school?
What?
Did you continue going to school there?
No, they kicked me out and I went to another one.
A different Catholic school, right?
Yeah, listen, Barry, we could drag it out for fucking all day, dude. You guys are supposed to be here, so listen, I don't know, man. So all I know is that when for me, being a conservative, being a Republican at first, because I didn't really know that. Now I believe that there's a difference between being conservative and Republican. And I don't think the two really truly align if you get right down into it. I've always voted. I voted for Ross Perot. I was not fucking fooled by Bill Clinton coming on fucking Arsenio Hall playing his fucking saxophone saying that, oh, I never fucking inhaled and trying to, pander to my generation. And then I saw what happened under Bill Clinton, Janet Reno, and Joe Biden with Waco, and that was it. Never again would I even consider looking at. And listen, I didn't vote for Obama because he was black. Now that's the reason that everybody says, "Oh, Rob, you didn't vote for Obama because he was black." Yeah, so absolutely, that's I was never voting for a black man. No, because he was a fucking Democrat. I have never the only one time in my life I abstained from voting was I abstained for voting from Bush the second time. Because I wasn't voting for a liberal, but I definitely wasn't voting for Bush again.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, listen, at least you held the course, because my story of politics is like this, and what I really liked about Trump was the populism. That's what drew me to Trump, because I recognized, because I was a Huey Long fan, who was on the left, by the way. He's a lefty. He's a Democrat, but he's a populist. He appealed to the population. He was basically like a little dictator of Louisiana, the kingfish. And I loved that. And I recognized that in Trump, that this was a populist. This was a guy who's going to appeal to the masses. He's not going to appeal to one particular party. He's going to appeal to everybody. And
Barry, we talk about this on Monday's show or Tuesday's show? But yeah, Barry's right. So I guess we'll go back to that real quick, because this is a great comment. Barry, you should be here to talk about it. But if Somalia, if it's a pretty standard thing in Somalia to rape children, then they are incompatible with Western civilization. Pack up all the Somalis, get them the fuck out. If that is happenstance, or if that's what goes on if this is the norm in Somalia, raping children.
Are we talking about Dearborn, Michigan?
Yeah. The Somali Council wrote a letter saying that he didn't have time to adapt to our culture.
Can I just say, I whatever you think about Jake Lang, the fact that he strutted into Dearborn, Michigan, grabbed a cross, went on a protest, got punched in the face multiple times and assaulted, then went to the city council and told all of them to get the fuck out of my country. That is impressive. That is very impressive. And I have a hard time hating somebody, because you see a lot of haters emerging who just tearing down Jake Lang. You see a lot of people talking, not a lot. Of course he has a lot of people who follow him or whatever. And me, I don't even particularly agree with him 100% on his stance on everything. But the fact that he did that is just so impressive. It's hard to hate somebody. For me,
Reno.
Because the same thing. It's like what I was just talking about Trump. Being appealing to the populace. Something like that does too. Like, you see somebody who has the balls to do that. I mean, it's great. Well, what do you think about that, Rob?
I listen. I'm not a big fan of Jake. He painted a broad stroke with the black community.
What I'm talking about is this. Just.
Well, you're asking my opinion, so yeah. I have to preface it with this.
Okay.
And I didn't like that shit, because I don't paint with broad strokes when it comes to anybody other than Islam. So I kind of I stopped even paying attention to him. But I have to give credit where credit is due. And nobody's had the balls to go into Dearborn and say, all you people are fucking animals. Get the fuck out.
When he did that, I was like, you won me over for life on that one. I mean, even if I disagree with you, the fact you did that is so badass, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to give credit where credit is due when somebody does something good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if I could share a Bible verse to inspire more conversation, though. This might inspire some stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen, I think this whole... So, I guess I got all these pictures of Sabrina Carpenter. I guess, what's her name? Ilhan Omar said something about
this?
No, about Trump saying that she married her brother.
I made a shirt. I have a shirt for that. Is that what people are talking about in the comments?
I think so.
I have a shirt that I made. At the request of Laura Loomer one time. It just has. It has Elon. What's her name? It says Incest Omar, and on the back, no Sharia in the United States. And it says she married her brother. Pretty messed up, but yeah. I actually have some in the back. If anybody wants them, they're kind of unwearable. I make a lot of unwearable shirts at times, and I'll send it to you for free if you're going to wear the unwearables.
I'll wear it. I wear the most fucked up shit. Yeah, absolutely. I wear the most fucked up shit on the planet, dude.
You would wear that insane stuff? Like where? Only on your property.
Dude, I wear whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. Dude, I have a shirt. Listen, whoa, hang on. If you're in the shirt business, you have to know the fucking the website tshirthell.com.
Oh yeah, of course.
I have just about every single fucking one of their shirts.
They're the best. T-shirt hell is awesome. They're the pinnacle of awesomeness.
So I have a shirt that's got a black, white, and gray rainbow on it, and it says straight right across the front of it. I have another one that has an eyeball with white stuff coming out of it, and it says swallow or it's going in your eye, and I wear it all the fucking time. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who I offend, dude.
They're great. Where all the bad T-shirts go. That's actually their thing, right? T-shirt hell. Where all the bad T-shirts go.
Yeah. Sometimes I think... That was good, Barry. That was real good.
Kimberly Coulter is offline.
I know. Where's Kim? Kim, where'd you go? Anyway, she's just a fucking piece of shit. Like, not Kim, Ilhan Omar. No, Ilhan Omar.
Kim is a piece of shit.
No, Ilhan Omar. So I guess she's been there's been calls in the House by House Republicans to resign. That was last year. Okay. Why is this not like top news? What the fuck is? Oh well.
I hate
it is what it is. And I think that's all I got right now, other than Governor Josh Shapiro says that Kamala Harris is full of shit. Well, what she wrote about him in his book is complete and utter bullshit.
Okay, what happened?
So I guess Governor Josh Shapiro, like Kamala Harris, wrote a book.
Shapiro, where's he at? Where's he
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Who I think is probably... So I also saw that we're watching. We'll talk about this, and then we'll go to your because I guess this is the last thing. But watching the Tucker interview yesterday, he was talking about the fact that
I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, so the fact that Pete Buttigieg, is the
straight?
top. Is the top for the fucking running for. He's in the top position to get the nomination to run on the Democratic ticket for president of the United States in 2028. Pete Buttigieg.
Wow, that's crazy.
Are you fucking kidding me? Because I think Josh Shapiro is going to be in the running if there's anybody for vice president. I thought it would initially be Gavin Newsom, and Josh Shapiro.
I love that name.
It looks like, I guess now, that Pete Buttigieg is in the lead.
Wow. Do you imagine if Newsom and Buttigieg ran together? Because that would be a T-shirt, T-shirt.
Dude, the circle jerks that would be going on in the fucking White House, they'd be fucking rushing to eat that toast.
Oh, yeah. Now, I like the fact that you brought this up. I have a couple thoughts on Milo, if I could.
Yeah. So let me preface this by saying, for those that didn't see yesterday, Tucker Carlson did an interview with Milo Yiannopoulos.
And is there any way to go back to two screens here? If Kim's off?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope Kim comes back.
Confusing me.
Yeah, we need somebody in the background to fucking do all this shit because, you shouldn't be fucking producing the show. And
so sorry, you were saying about Milo. Milo and
so anyway, yesterday, that's a funny comment. Tucker Carlson did a interview with Milo Yiannopoulos, and there's a lot of takeaways from. I forced myself to watch the whole 2 hours and 10 minutes of it. Nobody could.
Great, fantastic.
So
I'm happy.
nobody. First of all, nobody in the organization has any respect for Milo. Most of us would not care if Milo turned up dead from overdosing on coke tomorrow. That's a guarantee. All of us would probably be like,
as well, though.
golf clap if Milo fucking overdosed himself, because he definitely looked like he's still fucking. Yeah, no shit. Where the fuck are you, you fucking little monkey? So, and watching the interview, what a fake. Probably one of the fakest. No, he's not in the organization. I'm saying nobody in this organization, this right here, has any respect for him. Yeah, he definitely got monkeypox from taking it in the ass one too many times. And there's nobody out here that's going to convince me that he still doesn't take it in the ass. He's just a fucking gross, foul human, not even a human, and he's as fake as it gets. There's nothing sincere about him. When you listen to him talk, the whole time I had a fucking ice pick in my hand wanting to do this. And the amount of bullshit that comes out of his mouth because, he said that Nick Fuentes is gay. I was like, okay. And then, anyway, go ahead, Bobby. You want to...
Did he say that? Did he say that? I missed that part.
Yeah. He absolutely said Nick Fuentes is gay.
I missed that part.
When he was...
No, I was going to say that he looks less gay now, actually.
Who, Nick Fuentes?
No, Milo.
No, dude. Listen,
in the appearance, it is my perspective that he appeared less gay now because
it's that lisp. It's that fag lisp that he's got from sucking dick. It happens to every single gay guy. The second they put their fucking lips on a cock, they get a lisp.
He talks less gay for the most part. It's pretty crazy. He's actually been working on himself. His dad was in the mafia. Did you catch that part?
Yeah, he was in the British Mafia. Yep.
I never. Have you ever heard this before?
No, this is a new development. I guess
this is a new kernel of Milo talking about his
dad being a numbers runner
in the mafia.
Yeah.
Then conversion therapy is illegal, which means they don't want you transitioning back. Oh, the irony. They were saying, like you were just talking about, once you suck a dick, you can't unsuck it, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
you sucked that dick and you are gay forever.
Okay, but I don't disagree with this conversion there. I think that it's good. If they want to do that, they want to work on themselves.
Where's it illegal for conversion therapy? Chat, tell us what state it's illegal. I want to know where it's illegal.
I don't know. I
don't think it's illegal anywhere.
I was going off the conversation. He was bringing it up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I think he's full of shit.
And then what else? Yeah, they said that just like Jesse Lee Peterson always says, you got to forgive your mother. Forgive your overbearing mother. And
unless you have a Jewish or an Italian mother, you have no idea what overbearing is.
Yes. Oh, I know what overbearing is. There'd be a lot of Italians if this was true. Number one, a mafia father and an overbearing mother. This is a recipe for every Italian American being gay. Milo Yiannopoulos. And so, yeah. But Kim this is a good lesson for Kim if she was on here, not to be an overbearing to your kids unless you want to raise Milos. Right.
Yeah, so it stems from. Listen, I got to say he's not wrong with that. I mean, you talk about the white liberal women push this shit on their kids for some 100%. Kind of fucking social fucking credit score bullshit. Like, look at me, I got a bi kid, or look at me, I got a trans kid, or look at me, I got a gay kid. And if there's no father in the house to be like, no, you're not gay.
Right. And what about that? Also, though, I think that he has point to the abuse if you get abused. Like what's Aaron Hernandez, right? Yeah, Aaron Hernandez did some atrocious things and totally became gay as well, murdering people and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think that was probably just abuse as a child.
Well, somebody said that was from a TBI though.
Oh.
So I don't know, dude. I tried to get through that fucking whole Aaron Hernandez fucking documentary on Netflix, and I was like, I just don't want to hear about.
It is a pretty good one, but also the last thing last takeaway from Milo is when he talks about the fagotization of America, and I tend to disagree because I always thought that we're in the Matrix, which means matriarchy. Basically in Latin. But the X is there, so there's a gay twist, I guess. So this is a good lesson. So it means basically that we live in, I think that he's right. I think he's right. Hold on, I wanted to share this really quick. Where's my, I could share this. I actually had like a Latin word of the day. I think that if you, does this come on? I just tried to share it. No? Share media?
Yep.
It's showing?
Yep.
Okay, so my Latin word of the day. We're both Catholics, and I think that we could learn a lot from studying the Latin language because it's the root of so many different languages, even English. English is just Germanic plus Latin.
Bobby, yes. let me correct you on something here. I am not Catholic.
Oh, but you went to Catholic school.
I went to Catholic school. That doesn't make me Catholic.
My bad.
I just want to make sure because I preach against religion. I preach believing in Christ and following Christ's words, but I preach against religion.
I love
religion.
I love the Catholic religion, and I'm an apologist for Catholic religion. But
you're an apologist for an entire group of fucking people that rape little boys.
This is a different.
And the Vatican fucking covers up for it. No,
stepping on my thing with a.
I am stepping on your thing because Catholicism is fucking devil worship as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Well, so Matrix, all right, is if you look at what everybody always says, oh, we live in the Matrix, right? Like the Tate brothers, they love saying that we live in the Matrix. And I believe we do live in the Matrix. And if you look at the Latin root of matrix, it comes from matriarchy, okay? And that's the inversion of the patriarchy. And that's where we're at right now. So I agree with people's assessment when they say that we live in the Matrix. And that was my point of sharing that. I'm not trying to trigger you from your adolescent rage about Catholicism, but that was my point.
It's not adolescent rage. It's fact. Look what happened in Boston. Look what happened in New York City. If you rape children, you're satanic.
Extensive debate on this. Not at the last.
Dude, if you rape little boys, you're satanic.
We could have an extensive debate. Not the
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Are you apologizing for all of these priests that rape little boys for fucking 20, 30, 40, 50 years?
Answers to all of your questions, my friend.
And the Vatican covered it up. These are facts. This is not just me pulling it out of my ass. This is a fact.
There's a time and a place for them, man.
Well, listen.
If you want to have an hour right now talking about this.
No, we won't. We're not going to inundate but the facts are the facts. Priests raped little boys, and the Vatican covered it up.
Dude, no, it's not, okay?
That is a fact.
We're not going to start a
cardinal law.
Minutes before.
You want me to give you the list? You want Shanley? You want me to give you the entire list of all of these priests for the last 40 or 50 fucking years that raped little boys, and the Vatican covered it up?
I'm not going to have that discussion right
because you would get fucking smoked.
Please just respect that, and then we could talk about.
I'm going to bring up a hot picture of fucking Sabrina Carpenter, though.
Okay, yeah, we can both agree on that.
Oh man. But anyway,
Catholicism. I did want to say one thing though, because I do love Catholicism. And I would like to, if I'm allowed to, I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I think that we could all agree on Jesus Christ. If you're a Christian, then just like me, you can agree on Jesus Christ. And reading the gospel shouldn't trigger anybody, regardless of whose denomination's book it comes from. So, but I like to go to mass on a daily basis, and I go to mass on a daily basis because number one, if you go to mass every day, you read the whole Bible because every day it goes in sequential order, and you hear the whole Bible in like audiobook. Basically, it's the original audiobook. Just going to mass, and I also go because it's meditation. For me, prayer is meditation. You know, I'm really just putting my eyes up here, the third eye area. Close your eyes. I kind of do the Jesse Lee Peterson, all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything, right? Name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and just sit there and be quiet because God already knows what you want and need. You don't need to say anything to him. Just be quiet and shut up and listen to the listen to the music and smell the incense and look at the beautiful, beauty of the walls, and all of that is designed to put you in the right mindset where you can meditate, where you're not freaking out on people, because that's the opposite of Christianity, freaking out on people and saying that they're devil worshipers. That's not indicative of a Christian whatsoever.
What, calling out Satan is not indicative of Christianity?
It's not a fact. It's just a blanket statement, meant to incite. And I'm not going to go there with you. I can say every single, because I go every day. I know this stuff inside and out. I mean, not on a, I'm more humble though. I am stupid and I need to learn a lot, but I'm pretty confident in the fact that I go every day. And I've thought about this so much that like I can refute all of this stuff.
You can refute the fact that it actually happened.
We can do it for an hour. We can have a full debate about it. You want to bring your Catholic hate?
So Paul Shanley never raped any boys.
Dude, sorry.
That's fake.
Number one, okay.
Wow, that sounds like denial. That sounds like denial.
You're always going to attract the wrong people into organizations. We attract wrong people into our organization, correct? Does that not happen?
It absolutely does. But they don't get a pass. They get kicked the fuck out.
Okay, well, sorry, but you know what? People infiltrate things, and that doesn't mean that the whole organization's bad. Sorry.
For 40 or 50 fucking years, that's infiltration, and the fucking Vatican covering it up.
You know what? It's a psyop.
Dude, you're just doing this. You're just doing this. You don't want to see it. It's not a psyop.
That's a psyop to get you.
Oh my God! Do you hear the capitulation going on right here?
It's a psyop to get. It's actually a spirit op. It's a spirit.
No, it's not, dude.
To get you to not go to Catholic Church. They say that stuff. When actually, if you look at the priests, if you look at the percentages, there's way less that happen in the Catholic Church.
Are you fucking kidding me? It was systemic.
Okay. Well, anyway, I love Catholicism. And I would like to, if I could, share. Could you please share my screen?
Sure.
Okay. Because I have a little takeaway for this. It's an amusing takeaway. I'm not trying to be like super serious about it, but the fact that the Catholic Church provides these, like a basic teaching every day, it's pretty cool. And so it always has like the one reading from the Old Testament, the old book, and then one reading from the New Testament. And the ones today is as follows. Let me just read it really quick. So it's a reading from the prophet Isaiah. Thus says the Lord God, but a very little while, and Lebanon shall be changed into an orchard, and the orchard be regarded as a forest. On that day, the deaf shall hear the words of a book, and out of gloom and darkness, the eyes of the blind shall see. The lowly will ever find joy in the Lord, and the poor rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the tyrant will be no more, and the arrogant will have gone. All who are alert to do evil will be cut off. Those whose mere word condemns a man, who ensnares his defender at the gate, and leave the just man with an empty claim. Therefore, thus says the Lord, the God of the house of Jacob, who redeemed Abraham. Now Jacob shall have nothing to be ashamed of, nor shall his face grow pale. When his children see the work of my hands in his midst, they shall keep my name holy. They shall reverence the Holy One of Jacob, and be in awe of the God of Israel. Those who err in spirit shall acquire understanding, and those who find fault shall receive instruction. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And then the reading from the Gospel of Matthew goes like this. As Jesus passed by, 2 blind men followed him, crying out, "Son of David, have pity on us." When he entered the house, the blind men approached him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I can do this?" "Yes, Lord," they said to him. Then he touched their eyes and said, "Let it be done for you according to your faith," and their eyes were open. Jesus warned them sternly, "See that no one knows about this." But they went out and spread word of him through all the land, the gospel of the Lord. Praise you, Lord Jesus Christ. And my whole takeaway with this, Rob, is the fact that Jesus is the original master of the Streisand effect, the Barbra Streisand effect. He tells somebody not to do something, and then they continue doing it. Right? He said, and he keeps doing this too. Like in the Bible, he does it like Mark 1:43. After Jesus heals a man from leprosy, he tells him, "See that you say nothing to anyone." Of course, that man goes out and starts talking freely about it. Then in Mark 7:36, after healing a deaf and mute man, Jesus orders people not to tell anyone, and the more he told them not to, the more they spread the news. Mark 9:9, even after the transfiguration, he charges his disciples to tell no one what they had seen until after he had risen from the dead. And of course, they go and tell everybody. But it's the original Streisand effect. You tell people, don't do this, and then they go do it. So that was my whole thing. That was it.
Okay.
What do you think about that? But that's how Jesus, you love Jesus, right? You know that's what he does in the gospel, right?
Yeah, him and I are cool.
So why does he do that, Rob?
I have a different relationship with Christ because I don't believe in named religion.
But
I have a very personal
religion thing, and just why does he do that? Why does Jesus do that? That's all I'm talking about. Why does he do the Streisand effect? Why does he say, don't do this, and then everybody does it all the time? He says, he goes and he heals somebody. He says, don't tell anybody I just healed this blind guy. He raised from the dead. Don't tell anybody I just raised this guy from the dead. I'll turn water into wine. Don't tell anybody I did that. And then everybody goes and does it. Like, humans always want to do the opposite of what they're told to do.
Well, it just proves it. I guess for me, the way I interpret it is that it just goes to prove to everybody that God really did give us free will. That's my interpretation of it.
Free will
and the proof is in the pudding that we have free will.
I feel like free will is a crutch sometimes. I just want to be told what to do. I don't even want.
I don't.
Tell me what to do.
I don't. I don't want to be told what to do. I don't. Anybody tells me what to do, I do the exact opposite of it on purpose because I just do this.
That's what you would do to Jesus.
No,
Rob,
no, dude. Listen, Jesus was just fucking chill, man. All he wanted to do was fucking help people.
You believe in the hippie Jesus?
No. I just think he was a fucking chill dude. He was fucking God's only begotten son. He came here to save us. And he just had a fucking cool message, man. And that's as far as religion goes, or as far as my Christianity, that's where it begins and ends. My personal relationship with Christ. I don't need to walk into a building. I don't need to look at a dude in fucking gold robes, drinking out of a gold fucking cup, telling me to fucking sit, stand, kneel, fucking jerk off, and fucking take it in the ass. I don't need some Christian, born again Christian fucking bullshit where I need to get fucking dunked in a fucking tub. I have Jesus. He died for my sins, opening up the gates of heaven for us as long as we have a personal relationship with him and his Father. Period.
Right.
That's it.
Listen.
That's it.
You can go.
All of the other dogma bullshit can go fuck itself.
You can make a cup of coffee at home, but sometimes people like going to Starbucks. You can work out in your garage, but a lot of people like going to the gym.
Yeah, see, I don't.
The same exact thing. Do you have a kneeler at your house, Rob? Because I don't. Actually, I do have a kneeler here. I do because I'm crazy.
I don't
have a kneeler because I like praying at home and at the shop. I actually do pray, so I have a kneeler right over there.
Listen, I have
if you don't have a kneeler and you're kneeling on the ground, it's nicer to. If I could go, listen, I can go kneel on the ground in my house, but it doesn't really put me in the headspace that I need.
Yeah, see, I don't kneel. I don't kneel.
I need it. I maybe I'm autistic. I need it.
I lay in bed at night. I
love
have
it,
fucking
too.
real
It's
cool
awesome.
conversations with Christ.
It's awesome. If anybody else wants to check it out, it's free. Nobody asks for any money. Go every day. You got your own yoga class. What is better than yoga class? You go there and meditate every day, and you meditate around all this beauty that puts you in the headspace to actually, you don't have to sit there on the ground like Rob.
I don't sit there and I lay in bed at night and I have a conversation with
I like
Christ.
going to the gym.
And I always,
Not really.
and the one thing I thank him for consistently are my kids and how awesome my kids are. And, I thank him for, my life. And honestly, I thank him for all the struggles I've been through because it's hardened me. It's made me a fucking person that can survive. If it wasn't for him testing me consistently, I wouldn't have made it this long. And I actually appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's good to have gratitude. I do that too. I find myself working at the shop, the sweatshop here, and I go, you know what, God, thank you so much that I have my own business. Like for real, I could be working for somebody else. I could be, working at somebody else's sweatshop. Thank you, Lord, that I'm doing this grueling work. And it's actually all going in my money. I mean, all the money's going in my pocket. It's my business. Like I see stuff like that. And
the little raft monkey is watching right now. Are we playing this ad? Yes or no? You know what? I'm just going to play the ad. So before we go, I'm going to play an ad, and then do you have an official show yet, Bobby?
Yeah, I have a show on. It's Bobby Pickles Podcast, and I haven't done it in a little while, but I did one last week, and I'm hoping to do.
You want to tell people the time?
It's Wednesday at 9:00.
Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern?
Yes.
Obviously. You got to tell them that because...
Wednesday at 9:00, Bobby Pickles Podcast. We could hear more about this. We could hear about Catholicism, not be stepped on by a deranged lunatic who got touched as a little child. Me, personally, I didn't get touched, so I love Catholicism. Actually, I went to Catholic my whole life.
I didn't get touched either. Never once did I say
Isn't
that.
that crazy? I went to Catholic school my whole life and never got touched. Jeez.
Me too.
I don't know why.
I definitely wasn't attractive enough, I guess. Thankfully, I was an ugly fuck, and the priest didn't want anything to do with me. Nothing much has changed. So,
I think that this would be a good discussion with Patty. I could see you and Patty why you guys have friction. Definitely. And you guys would both have that Northeast attitude and stuff. And he's very set in his ways. You got your ways. And it would be a funny, great discussion. It's so miss those.
Yeah, it kills the war stream. Absolutely. Enrique, are we doing the ad? Are we going to play the ad? The ad for, I don't, it's here. Are we playing this or not?
Better give me a decent time slot. Don't give me shit time slot.
Well, it ain't going to be between 5 and 7.
And I didn't even choose that.
Well, the only thing I got is I got my show today at 4 o'clock. It's usually 3 o'clock, but since you guys have already seen me, I'm going to wait till 4, and I'm going to go from 4 to 6. My shows are Monday, 5 to 7, Wednesday, 5 to 7, Friday, 4 to 6. Okay, and we're going to run this ad, and then we'll come back and say our goodbyes.
Nice.
Who did that? Okay, I guess that was it. That's the ad. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on the Lords of War News Podcast. I hope to see you guys at 4 o'clock today. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a space or not. I might do a space. I haven't been on X in like 2 weeks, and my blood pressure has definitely been much lower.
Oh, yeah.
It's doom scrolling.
It is crazy.
My ex says to me last night, she calls me so I can say goodnight to my daughter. And she's like, I'm not feeling good. I'm just going to go lay down and doom scroll. And I said, doom scroll? She goes, yeah, every time I look at anything on fucking Instagram or TikTok. And I was like, TikTok? She's like, yeah, all it is just miserable shit. And I said, well, why the fuck are you going to do that? Why are you going to continue to fill your head with fucking negativity?
Is that the first time you heard that term?
Yeah, I think doom scroll. Yeah, doom scrolling. Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, it makes sense to me.
It's entered recently into the lexicon, and actually, Sam Tripoli, he's got a podcast called Doom Scrolling. It's pretty crazy, where they just select all this insane stuff and go through it all. But that's our lives now, and yeah, I understand why it would lead to high blood pressure to be taking.
I started doing this thing about like 2 months ago where before I would wake up and the first thing I would do was like click on X and see what's going on before I even had my coffee. Then I started doing like for the first 2 hours of my morning, I wouldn't even open up X. I wouldn't fucking text anybody. I wouldn't call anybody. I just put my phone away from me and I read. That's what I did. And now it's like ballooned into not even opening up X for the last 2 fucking weeks, which is great.
Oh yeah. That's why I have to go to mass, man. Sorry. That's why I go to mass in the morning. It's for my own mental health. I have to get my own mental and spiritual help so that I don't lash out on people and I don't have high blood pressure.
Well, Bobby, thank you for joining us today. And yes, Bobby's show is tentatively at 9:00 on Wednesday.
You guys can change it. I'll just give me a set date that I can shoot for every week.
Okay. Well, we'll announce it if the time changes for next week. Otherwise, I'll see you guys. Thank you again for joining us on the Lords of War broadcast. I hope you guys got some laughs. I hope you guys got some info. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And if you have a family member or a loved one, reach out to them. Tell them that you love them because you never know when you're not going to be able to. So everybody pray for Enrique that he doesn't die from the sickness. Reach out to him. Tell him that you love him. And that he'll get through this, whatever it is. He's not going to die.
Let's pray for Enrique.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello.
Prosecutor said Ethan Nordine was the undisputed leader of the group that day as they tried to prevent the peaceful transfer of power.
And FBI agents arrested Proud Boys former national chairman Enrique Tarrio at this home in Miami. By 2 this afternoon, he was in federal court.
Here we are.